Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. And it is a day from Tip Network. Sexy Red struggling big time after this happens. Please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow time.
Most communities get their culture from us.
Yeah.
100%. I actually agree with this. Even a lot of Asian culture, at least in the United States, we pick up from black communities. Even white people, Hispanics, just your culture as black people, I think, are just the most prominent in the United States. You guys have the swag.
To put it on it, yes, I can spend it, yes, no pretending, case so pretty.
The worst is the female rapper. They just and more in one respect.
That's what I'm ashamed of. Most of our female rappers, I ain't gonna lie.
Female rappers gotten dookie.
You know,
man.
the problem is, man, there's no balance. Megan, Sexyy Red, and that's all we have. There's no balance whatsoever.
The whole brothel staff.
Yeah.
Sexyy Red is hitting the campaign trail this summer. It's going on tour with the Sexyy Red for President tour. It kicks off, this is going to be a pretty major tour. It is a headlining arena tour, and it kicks off August 22nd. There are roughly 20 dates across the US for this tour.
And what's interesting, a lot of people, rappers, comedians, they might have a lot of views and they might get a lot of clicks, but a lot of them can't sell out tours like that.
There
like
you go,
the rapper Sexyy Red, there's an issue right now with her tour. They might cancel it because she ain't selling tickets like that.
Right.
Even though she gets a lot of streams and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Can I tell you
Who wants to watch her? Who's going to a Sexyy Red concert other than women that are complete degenerates?
something about that?
Yeah.
Everything that's easy, people participate with. But to buy a ticket, park your car, and show up, that's something different.
And
Yes, it
spend all
is.
that
And
time,
them people know it's trash.
Yeah.
They know it's trash. So to actually spend your money, go there, parking on average is $40. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
He ain't wrong. Fuck, I hate going into LA. When I see any type of comedy show, I almost have to pay at least $20 to $40 worth of parking. I love comedy shows. I love supporting like the smaller comics and like the smaller sellers and stuff. Parking just sucks. It makes it hard for me to want to support people when they charge me $40 for parking and the ticket for the comedy show is $10.
Right.
Park and sit down in that atmosphere. That's different than just being online looking crazy, acting crazy.
That's true.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Who's Sexyy Red's audience? Ratchet
Yes.
baby mamas,
Yes.
degenerates.
I said
When
it.
you see 40% sold, these are pre-sold tickets. For every artist, other than the ones who have sold out shows, like every show is sold out, they usually expect about 30 to 35% of their tickets to be sold at the gate. You know why? Yo, a lot of times people don't have a lot of money to be like, I'm gonna commit to buying a Sexyy Red concert ticket for next month.
She made music for girls that hit. I'm sorry. Ain't no way.
There are levels to this game.
But goddamn.
Concert ever, because within 2 hours of the tickets actually being live, they already have sold out the entire arena. This is a screenshot of this morning when the tickets went live immediately. Already 102,000 people were on the website trying to buy tickets.
But wait, there's more.
There were over 100,000 people waiting to get tickets to Kendrick Lamar's The Pop Out concert. Now it looks like it's going to be streaming on Twitch and Amazon Prime.
Sexyy Red responds to tour criticism. She announced her tour, Sexyy Red for President. Outlets started reporting that ticket sales were low for the tour. So yesterday, Sexyy Red decided to address the rumors. And there were claims that Sexyy Red only sold 37% of available tickets. Now, that is 31,624 tickets, which is still a lot of tickets, as opposed to what's supposed to be sold. That was out of 85,217 tickets. So the 85,000 tickets was total tickets for the 20 dates out of the 24 dates of the tour.
people who talk crazy about black people we was talking about. Yeah, that's easy.
Oh, yeah.
You're sitting at home doing it. But to show up for somebody, that's different.
That's a lot of effort. You have to really be into that person.
I agree. You have to really enjoy somebody to spend money, take your time out of your day, drive there, and make it a whole evening. you have to have somewhat of enjoyment for that person.
And Michael Bivens from New Edition, he said, hey, man, we might not get a lot of clicks online, but we put people in seats. People are going to come see us.
And they can do it every year.
Every year.
The annual thing,
Because
sure.
that's a show that you want to see because you grew up off them. And it makes you feel, it reminds you of a time in your life when you could them ones that nuts.
Oh, Lord. Or that you know all the words to. It's feel good stuff. The music. All those old concerts, I go to almost all of them. I love all of them. Yeah.
Play your 6 records.
Well, get it sexy.
The 6 records.
Sexy.
Yep.
I didn't mean it like that. I meant like get it sexy.
Oh, sorry.
Go out there and get your money.
I thought you were gonna drop it. Fellas, you don't want to wife that up.
No.
And girls, if you act like her, you're not gonna get wifed up. I'm just letting you know.
From what I'm hearing from you, it sounds like you feel like she's a plant. You feel like Sexyy Red a plant?
Probably yes. Yep.
I actually somewhat think this. I'm not a big into the music scene, but it's just weird that her and her music is so widely spread when I believe there's other better artists in my opinion. But
and I think that
just some
plant
Asian
is
guy.
real. I don't think it's a conspiracy theory to believe that there are industry plants, you know, the Tekashi 6ix9ines and, you know, people like that are put in this game to skew the minds of the masses and lead them down a certain road.
Agreed.
And the road is usually leads to some sort of self-destruction. Whether it be, you know, trying to get them on some gang banging and let them crash out that way, or get the females on some whore so they can go out here and, you know, have mad babies or you know, contract.
Promote that lifestyle at least. Look at them, you know, making music videos while pregnant and twerking while pregnant and stuff. You know how many women see this? A lot.
Sexually transmitted diseases and all this nonsense, you know, or to promote pharmaceuticals like Plan Bs and all this bullshit.
Greetings, you polite savages, and welcome to another Tip Talk.
And this is, again, we love women, but women are so susceptible to these types of media, they're susceptible to how society, you know, guides them. It's somewhat not their fault. It is their fault, but it isn't. Society controls women quite well with these types of shit. I'm not gonna saying go wife up some whore or something either. Don't think I'm saying that.
Well, it seems that Sexyy Red is having a bad turn in the press nowadays. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the reports that her tour have only sold 37 to 40% of their pre-sale tickets. This coupled with her album only selling 28,000 copies the first week. It seems like the infatuation and the industry push behind this harlot is actually fading. And this is not hate. This is what happens when you are a product of the machine. You tap dance for the machine. You WAP for the machine. You break dance for the machine. You degrade yourself for the machine. And then you look the machine dead in the eye and you say, nope, not this time. See, what happened was Sexyy Red decided to go with a little itty bitty black owned company because she was going to get a lot more money for her tour dates. And the juggernaut Live Nation has decided to turn on the pressure, turn off the faucet, and let her feel the cold.
Live Nation is huge. They control so much, especially in the like live concert, live performance industry. You can't even get away from them.
That's right. Because you see, if she was on a Live Nation tour, all of these tickets would be sold out pure in advance. But she chose the money. And I gotta give it to Sexyy Red. I don't think it's actually a wrong thing to do. She's making moves in her best interest. But you see, these companies don't care about your best interest. What they care about is the simple fact that you do exactly what they say, when they say, how they say. You can say what you want to say to them. They don't care. And if you ever crawl back to them, they're going to cut that rate just to make sure that you've learned your lesson.
Damn right.
That's right. It's the old corporate two-step.
Shit, that's going to happen to me sooner or later on YouTube, so it is what it is.
Good old hold you down, beat you up, and let you know that no matter how big you think you are, they are bigger. Play stupid games, you get stupid prizes.
Yep.
And since Sexyy Red doesn't have this organic push that you think she has, since she's a viral sensation, and this viral sensation isn't translating to pre-sales, oh my goodness, she's gonna catch this slander.
What a lot of artists, especially if they feel like they have a close team around them, is doing, they're listening to other promoters. So we talked about this company before, AT Entertainment. They're coming with bigger bags. Hey, how much Live Nation giving you? Oh, 80? Yo, we're gonna give you 170. When you say no to Live Nation, it's like you're saying no to the machine.
Wake up.
So people, a lot of people just want to be on the Ferris wheel.
So basically, what's going on here, just like what happened with Lil Baby, when Live Nation put out those rumors saying that his career was absolutely in shambles and this tour was failing, they are now playing the same game on Sexyy Red. Now, this is very doable because Sexyy Red is a nature of the machine. She was pushed. She's a plant. And when your plant starts acting up, just like at home, hey, if you cut off that water, they'll start to wilt. Mm-hmm. So what can Sexyy Red do in this situation? Well, you either got to take your medicine, persevere, and we'll see how loyal her fan base actually is in a few days.
I really hope she just gets out of the media, gets out of the industry. Like, a lot of the women I see on, like, rappers, singers, they promote the most degenerate shit, but they don't do it themselves. That's the shit that's crazy. And women still fall for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
Days. You dig?
Part of the sauce or whatever that has been descended on Baby about him not being as hot anymore also comes from him crossing Live Nation. Live Nation probably realized that Lil Baby turned down a $20 million deal with him. The arrogance of this, bro. Okay, we're gonna humble him. Not only we're gonna put out, we're gonna put through our little, they have their ways. We're gonna put out that his tour is unsuccessful. How about we put that his career ain't going good? The next time when Lil Baby's about to tour, what he's gonna do? He ain't gonna go with a third-party independent promoter no more. He's gonna go to Live Nation. And remember I said they offered him like $750? You know they're gonna look at him and say, $400. You learned your $400. You need to get back hot. We gonna put you in these venues. We're gonna promote it the right way. $400 for you. That's how it works.
So the prevailing theory here is that Sexyy Red, because she went with a third party, an independent, because she flexed her muscles on Live Nation, they are now in the game of making her pay. And when they make you pay, they make you bleed. They make it tough on you. They make you say certain things like, hey, I went with a black company, and now this company are all rising up against me because I'm trying to do my thing. Now listen, I'm not saying that Sexyy Red is absolutely going to prevail in this situation, but I will say that it's quite obvious that when you are planted and you don't do what the people who planted you want you to do, you will find out that they will slap you down and make sure you understand exactly who has the power dynamic in this situation. Because if Sexyy Red had the power dynamic, she would be selling out already. She would be name recognition alone would be able to move more than her core fan base, but people who just are interested in what she has to offer. But since she offers nothing but ratchetness in this particular situation, well, you know how the story goes, ma'am. And the machine has already did all it could to push this lady to the heights never seen before. Concert dates with Drake, one of the biggest stars in the history of this hip-hop idiom. But let's compare and contrast the pop-up with Kendrick Lamar. Sold out before it even started. Waiting list over 100,000 for a single venue. A single venue sold more tickets or had more people waiting to get tickets than she was able to sell in the first 2 weeks of pre-ticket sales. Well, it is what it is. See, this is what happens when you pop and lock for somebody that don't really like you. You should have built it slow, but you had to get on any way you can. Yes, indeed. Even the industry plants get slapped down by the machine every now and again if they step out of line. You know why? Because Massa said so. You dig? And no one's wishing bad things on you. We want you to be successful, but we will say this. When all of it came down to it, and all of this twerking and cooning, Ma'am, was it worth it?
Sexyy Red looked like the type of girls back in the days, like you walk in the room and you'd be like, smell like somebody was in here.
Yeah. Actually,
and what's crazy is I seen a video where she said her own pussy was stinking. I'm not making this up. If I made that up, that'd be like defamation of pussy or some shit. Like, I said to myself, she looked like it get hot. It looked like it get funky in whatever room she in. It get hot. We can do better. We can do better. Sisters, y'all can do better.
Sexyy Red does give that they found her straight at the laundromat.
Oh my God!
Barefoot. At the laundromat. And with the baby on her hip. And they said, we have a job for you.
The problem is, man, there's no balance. We've always had hoish rappers. In the 90s, we had Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown. Nobody tripped on them because at the same time, we had Lauryn Hill. And Lauryn balanced that out. Now we don't have a Lauryn Hill no more. We just got Glorilla, Megan, Sexyy Red, and that's all we have. There's no balance whatsoever.
Thank you for watching the Tip Network.
Shout out to Tip Network. I thought I'd cover something a little bit different. But this is actually part of the manosphere too. It's just how women are propagated in media. It's always the worst ones. Again, this is why I say it's hard to fully blame women. We're not saying we don't blame women, but it's hard to fully blame them because they were groomed. They were kind of raised to be the way they are now. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. I'll catch you next time. Ciao.